I'm doing the overtime today. Yeah, no need to tell me. What are you working on? She's starting the same thing.
Can I ask you the same question?
I'm just called this just to get Kevin to come up today. You know?
It's a lot of people here. It's mud.
All right. A couple of weeks ago, I stood up here and basically made a promise that those responsible for the shootings at the Lakeshore Village community were going to be arrested, and I'm here to update you that we have made 6 arrests so far. This has been a very complicated investigation involving Team A, Team B, and Team C. And multiple shootings, not just the one that happened at the pool, but some other shootings that we have, and actually has ties going back to a murder a year ago at the same place, at the pool. Again, I stand up here and talk about young people with guns and just don't care, and that's what we're seeing in this case and other cases that they're involved in. Just want to shake your head and say why. The shooting at the pool was over something pretty much not that significant. Somebody had a chain pulled off their neck, and as a result of that, you have different teams get in a shootout. The common denominator is that Team A has been involved in many shootings. The guns that we've recovered have been involved in many shootings. The people involved are going back and forth to different places and doing drive-by shootings, and it's out of control with this group. And I'm not going to identify who's on Team A, who's on Team B, and who's on Team C. This investigation is still very active. We still have more people that we're going to lock up. We recovered, it's up to 80 shell casings now from the shooting at the pool. Shell casings from that shooting at the pool has been linked to at least 3 shootings in Fairfield County and 1 in Richland County. It's just, again, a small group of young people just totally out of control. That's the pictures of the 6 that we've arrested so far. And you should have a printout of all their charges. I'm not going to go through all their charges, but you know, probably half of them were already out on bond. At least a couple were on bond for other crimes that they'd committed over the past recent times. Out on bonds, it's another thing we talk about. Same people getting out and going out here and shooting in the community. You know, today is just to give an update and to uphold a promise I made that we were going to get to the bottom of this, and that's what we're doing. And we're nowhere close to being finished. Individuals that we've arrested here all had guns on them, and none of those guns were used in the shootings at the pool. So it shows that they've got rid of those guns or gave them to somebody else, and they've already got their hands on some other guns. You know, guns and young people who don't care. And we're just seeing so much of that. The community has really helped us out with surveillance cameras, ring cameras, giving us information that's allowed us to go out and get to where we're at. The ballistics that we were able to get has helped us out. Linked guns and shell casings to other shootings and to people. We'll continue to focus on that. That's one of the benefits of having a home forensic lab here, is that we're able just to do the work ourselves and put a priority on it and get it done very quickly. The community at the village of Lakeshore has a community meeting on June the 20th. We'd asked them to hold off a little bit, and they have for the past couple of weeks until we made some of the rest. So we've been working very closely with the community. The people out there are upset, they're scared, and they want something to happen. So we told them our part was making it happen and making an arrest. The second part, what we're going to do on June the 20th, is our community action team will be there and will help them establish their neighborhood crime watch so they can be more involved. They really want to get involved now and get organized. They were involved, but now they want to get more organized. So the community action team will be out there and will help them do that. We have one person that I'm going to publicize that we're looking for, Joshua House. If you'll go back to the original video that we showed of the shooting at the pool, he was very prominent. He had the pink shirt on and he had the assault rifle. His family has promised us that he would turn himself in all the way up until yesterday. He has failed to turn himself in, so he is one of our most wanted right now. If anybody knows where he's at, if you need motivations money, call Crime Stoppers. You can probably get at least $1,000. But he is someone that needs to be taken off the street. He is currently out on 2 bonds and there was a bench warrant issued for him for failure to appear for court. So we need help. We need help. We need the community to stand up and help us catch him, get him off the street. Again, he was one of the main ones, if you'll look at that video, that was with that assault rifle, just fired numerous rounds. He's had the opportunity to turn himself in through his family. I don't know if they've been conning us or what, but he has not turned himself in. They did not show up yesterday when they promised they would, so he's a fugitive right now as far as we're concerned. So we need help in getting him caught. I'm standing here telling the community that together we can put a stop to some of this stuff. It takes a team effort, and that's all of us. You know, again, go back to the parents. The parents have got to be involved. The community's got to stay involved. Our churches, our schools, everybody's got to stay involved. One thing I am very encouraged about, talk about our summer camps and keeping young people occupied. We have over 400 young people signed up to go to our summer camps, probably the largest group that we've ever had, which I think is good, and that's showing that parents and grandparents are listening and following the advice of having your young people busy this summer, so they're signing them up for our summer camps. You got to do something. But these here, it's just a small group of the young people that we've got. Most of our young people are good, doing good things every single day. These are the hoodlums who are running out here with guns that are doing multiple shootings. Team A, Team B, and Team C. Well, Team A, Team B, and Team C are going to be held accountable, and they're going to get locked up. We're not through. We got people still out here that we're after, including this one. We're going to get them all. So, but the community needed to have an update. I think everybody needed to know where we were at, that we'd made some significant progress tying this all together. It is a massive investigation with lots of good investigators working on it. They have done a great job in tying all these cases together. We have a flow chart that will take up just about that whole wall with the names on it and getting people identified and going which teams they on and which shootings they're involved in. So, again, people went to jail and people are going to continue to go to jail. Questions?
I know in the last press conference you talked about how they were using illegal switches.
Glock switches.
Yeah, Glock switches. Were the people that you were showing, were they using illegal Glock switches? And also I wanted to ask, how many illegal switches have you all seized this year?
I don't know how many we've seized, but it's been a good number of them. We have not recovered any of the guns that match shell casings from the shooting at the pool. They've all had other guns on them. We have not completely determined how many guns had clock switches on them during the shootout. But if you'll listen to the video and the audio, you can hear the guns that are shooting fully automatic. That's the one that's got the Glock switch on it. The one individual we caught running away that still had his gun on him had a Glock switch on that gun.
Sheriff, could you provide us a little bit more information about what started it? You said something about a chain being pulled up?
That's just part of it. You know, again, some of it goes back to a murder that happened over a year ago. And then an incident happened at a school with a chain being pulled off, and you know, you get one team against the other team, and this is how they settle it, by going out and shooting like they did. So.
Sheriff, you mentioned House is still wanted at this time. Is there anything that the community should know as far as, is he dangerous? If they see him, how should they react?
Yeah, he's very dangerous. That's Mr. Pink Shirt. That's the one that had the assault rifle that was firing many, many rounds. So yes, he is very dangerous. So, you know, just a phone call, just an anonymous phone call, or if you're not scared, a phone call telling us where he's at. It doesn't matter where he runs and where he hides, we're going to find him. It's just a matter of time. Doesn't matter what rock he climbs underneath, that could be in California, we're going to find him. But the community can be part of this effort too. They can be part of the solution. They know where he's at. Somebody can just give us a call, we'll go get him.
What's the condition of the 16-year-old that was shot?
It was non-life-threatening wounds, so I guess he's been released. Again, though, you have to look at past the physical wounds and the emotional and mental issues that those shootings cause. You know, these are young people that are here they're like in a war zone. This is something they'll never forget. So it goes a lot further than just someone that's getting hit by the bullets. It's everybody. Just look at the people who live in that neighborhood who had bullets come in their house, who, you know, just in their bedroom, in their kitchen. They're scared to death. They'll never be the same. You know, hopefully this helps liken up those that are responsible, but you know, this is something they'll remember the rest of their life.
Did any of the footage from the neighbors really help make the arrest in this case?
The neighbors helped us a lot with providing us video footage. That's a tremendous help to us. Lots of people did. We just didn't have one individual. We had lots. We put out the plea at the first press conference I had for people to call us and give us video. They have. I mean, they're tired of it. They're sick and tired of this shooting going on.
And has there been any community response since? I think the pool is closed. Has there been any cameras put up in the area?
The pool's been closed. I know that the management had ordered some cameras. We put our portable cameras up, so we put those up the very next day. They'll stay there until the community has their cameras, but they'll have to make a decision there if they're going to have the pool open or not. That's a community decision. But we're going to be there on the 20th, and we'll help them get organized on a neighborhood crime watch.
Why not identify the teams?
Which teams? Team A, Team B, and TC? Not going to do that yet. Not yet. Not till we get everybody.
Will the 217?
They don't know what all we know. So I'm not going to give them, let them know that.
Will the two 17-year-olds that were on the screen be charged as adults?
Everybody's being charged as adults. That's why their pictures are up there.
The U.S. Supreme Court threw out a ban on bump stocks today. Obviously, one of the guns used in this incident used a gun modification. Do you think something needs to be done to outlaw these modifications, and does it make the public less safe or law enforcement's job harder?
Yes and yes. It makes the public less safe, makes our job harder. The Glock switch, though, is still illegal. Bump stock is different than the Glock switch. So having a Glock switch on that pistol makes it considered to be a machine gun, so there's a separate charge for that. But yes, our gun laws are just, I don't know where they're going these days. I don't know if there's a whole lot of common sense being used when it comes to, the guns. I stand up here and talk about young people with guns and how we've got such a problem, and then we're just constantly passing laws and getting rulings that says, these guns are good, have them on the street, have them where they can shoot multiple times.
In the video, we see a handful of shooters, but we see a lot more kids in the wrong place at the wrong time. Do you have any message for kids about how to act over this summer so they don't get caught with a charge?
Be careful where you go. Be careful where you go. It doesn't matter where you go. There's danger there, so we always say be aware of your surroundings, and that's so true. You see somebody that's got a gun and they're showing a gun, then you need to leave very quickly before they ever start shooting. Unfortunately, it's getting to the point where whenever you have a large group of young people, somebody's going to pull a gun out. So I'd be careful going to any large gatherings. And it's bad that you can't go to a party or be with your friends without somebody pulling the guns out. But the kids know who's got guns. Don't be there.
Are you recommending that the Lakeshore community close that pool indefinitely? I mean, this is the second shooting and they're both related.
The pool didn't cause the shooting. And the people who go swimming in that pool didn't cause the shooting. It's the people who came with guns who caused that shooting. That's a community decision they'll have to make, but I'm not going to blame the pool on that.
City of Columbia is discussing potentially expanding curfews. What's your thoughts on curfews to curb gun violence among young people?
I've only seen two very effective curfews, and that was in 2015 when we had the Great Flood, and then also when we had COVID. That's because people followed it. People cared. People were scared, and that's what they were going to do. I don't know if a county-wide curfew with young people is going to be the answer. I think the answer is changing minds and hearts, but also parents. Good kids will follow the curfew. The bad kids out here with guns, you think they're going to follow the curfew? No, they're still going to go out and do the same thing. So I don't know if that is definitely not the answer. It may help, but it is not the answer. The answer that's going to be creating a generation who doesn't believe in the gun is the answer to everything that they need in life. It doesn't give them power and respect. Gets them in prison or gets them in the cemetery.
Is there consistent patrolling from the department in that area since that shooting happened?
We've always had patrolling in that area. That's how we caught the young man that was still there that was running with a gun. We were there that quick that we watched him run from the scene with a gun. So, our presence is not an issue. It's the people with the guns who are the issue. All right, thank y'all.